Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, friends of the social media world. Clear to Close is back. I am your host, Mario Nevares, owner of Clear to Close Mortgage. I'm here today with our new guest, Miss Vanity Cruz. Vanity, please take a minute, introduce yourself to our friends at social media. Give us the scoop on who you are, what you do, everything. We want to know it all.
All right, so my name is Vanity Cruz. I'm a realtor with Best Homes Real Estate. I'm new to the industry, got my license in November, and man, it's been a roller coaster.
So give us so what made you transition from your previous job into real estate? Like what was it the freedom of coming and going with your kids, whatever it is, what was the reason why you went to real estate?
Well, I went to real estate school back in 2010,
Okay.
and I completed everything, but I didn't take my final exams or anything, walked away from it. Sounds dumb, but yes, that's what I did. I just wasn't ready at the time.
Okay.
So 10 years went by, and it was strongly, on my mind, and I decided, during COVID, well, actually right before COVID, to go back to school, and then I just finished everything like during COVID, but yeah, once I got my license, I thought I was going to do it on the side. I was working full time at my last job. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this on the side. I'm just going to go like full in and just quit my job. And now, I'm doing this full time.
So you're in what, December?
So,
7 months.
Well, technically, I've been doing this for 4 months now, because I really started in March.
Okay.
Mid-March.
So 4 months in, and you kind of caught the back wave of the super purchase power, and now it's like the market's changing, right? So we've had a couple conversations about adaptation, right? And it's hard for some people because it was so easy for offers to get accepted and people paying over value and those type of things. And now you're having to negotiate, which I think for you is a great thing. Like that's really where you're going to hone in your skill is when you negotiate a contract, having to go back and forth with the listing agents or if you're listing a property. What's been your biggest hurdle that you've already overcome in those 4 months?
I mean, it's just, I guess, just get used to everybody in the industry. There's so many people that we work with, and there's a lot of different personalities, and then clients, dealing with clients and trying to help them and support them through this, because it's their biggest financial investment. So, a lot of people with this shift, they're afraid, they're afraid to make a move. And even though something looks good, they have good interest rates, they have the money there, they love the house, they're still afraid to make that move. So it's very challenging on that part, but I mean, I think I'm getting it. You know, I've always been a people person, and then always been like a person that helps support people and advice and everything. So being in real estate, I'm able to do that just at a different level.
Yeah, and I think as a real estate agent, you become like a counselor, a psychologist, all the way across the board. Like we do the same thing because clients kind of, they come and they're skeptical at first, right? They can't buy, or they can buy, they want more. And it's just, then they go through their emotions that are like, I don't want to do this, I can't. And they have breakdowns and you're like, you're good, you're okay, it's going to be all right. And I think that's what you guys do too, is like you literally have to talk them off the ledge sometimes. And sometimes you're like, man, this was too easy. Like I didn't struggle with them at all. But I think that's part of our job.
Right.
I think part of our job is being educators in our expertise, right? Like I'm a big believer, I stay out of a realtor's way when it comes to negotiating contracts and those type of things with our clients, because that's what you do.
Right.
I don't expect a client to bring me a contract and I'm gonna read it for them. I'm like, nope, call your realtor. Like, call your realtor. I need to see houses. Call your realtor. Because then you create animosity with real estate agents because you're kind of stepping on their toes. That's their turf. Like, don't mess with them.
Yeah, I always recommend, advice is good, but be careful who you go to with advice, and make sure that you're going to the right people with that.
Yes.
And that's really big. A lot of my clients, they have family and friends and they're, asking them for advice, but then they have the professionals on this side and there can be some conflicting times.
Yes.
So I always say, like, go to the professionals. Yes, you know, you do sometimes want advice from your friends and family, but they're not in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what we deal with all the time. So, you know, I would recommend just, you know, not to go that direction.
Yeah. So one of the big things that we run into all the time, and I think it's the home inspection. Some realtors are like, well, waive it. That way you can get the offer. And I'm like, I tell the clients, get the inspection. I'm like, that's your lifeline. And sometimes agents get mad. I'm like, look, I come from a housing counseling background, so I'm very protective of our clients. So I'm like, why would you have them risk their biggest investment
Right.
on not reviewing the house? And not your tío, not your tía, somebody who works in construction who wants to come look at the house.
Yeah.
And then, because our culture, we're the worst at it. We go look at a house and we bring about 27 people with us. And they're all an expert in the house.
Right.
But most of them don't even own a house. That's the weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get the best house advice from someone who doesn't own a house. And I'm like, well, that doesn't work. So like I have family that work construction and all these things. And when we go to buy a house, they're like, well, why didn't you call me? I'm like, because you're an electrician. What do you know about the roof? Well, I've been inside a roof. Doesn't mean you know how to work on it. Like, but I'm very realistic in that. And I tell my clients, you need to protect yourself because this is a big investment.
Right.
This is probably the biggest thing next to, I don't know, college for your kids.
Yeah.
As an investment, you know, or, you know, going back to school, like for you, you know, those type of things. So now that you're 4 months in, right, you got dusted up a little bit in this rainstorm, right? You took the monsoon hit of the real estate. What's your future goals? Where do you want to get to in the real estate world? Like, and realistically in the next year, in the next 2 years, what's your plan for, like, what's Vanity's plan for the next year or two, like in the real estate world?
Well, you know what? I'm constantly going to be learning. There's never going to be a time where I know it all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to get to a place where I have my experience down. I have, you know, a lot of clients, satisfied clients, you know, and then to where they can, you know, I can start building my referral base and, you know, but I just want to get to a place where, you know, right now it's the beginning stages. So I'm hitting it hard, like super hard. There's open houses, door knocking, you know, phones, social media. Like I'm constantly trying to build my pipeline. You know, it's the beginning of my business. So, you know, I just want to get to a place where, you know, I have clients, you know, and it's not as hard, and I can spend a little more time with my family because although we are flexible, you know, in the beginning and sometimes a couple years, you know, you don't have as much time with your family as you like to be because you're, you know, busy all the time. So, you know, for me, you know, even just, it's hard to plan things out, but, you know, next year I just want to be more experienced and just in a better position. You know, as a realtor, it's hard, and I did come in at a hard time. So I just want to get to a place where it's like, all right, I've been through that storm, I got this, you know, and then just continue moving forward. You know, and eventually maybe one day be a broker. You know?
Nice. That's a good goal. That's a great goal. So like, we have tons of friends that are female entrepreneurs. I don't even just call them realtors. They're powerhouses in the real estate game, and they own other businesses. That's why I call them entrepreneurs. And I'm a big believer in mentorship, even outside of your brokerage, right? I believe in reaching out to people who have done it, you know, and just get a couple minutes of advice. Just because we don't know everything. I don't know everything in the mortgage world. I will be the first one to admit it. And whoever says they know it all, they don't. But I have great mentors that I reach out to when I have questions that are competition, right? Supposedly. But we're all in the same boat. You know, if we don't empower each other and help each other, then we're not doing the best for the consumer. Right? Because if you're giving someone the wrong advice as a licensed professional, then you're not doing your job. So kudos to you on wanting at the end goal to be have a brokerage. You know, we'll try as much as we can to connect you with those people that can be a mentor to you. You know, we have tons of friends that are in different organizations, all the way from NAREP all the way to AIM. That's their whole focus is empowerment and bringing someone that's at the beginning stages, right, and leveling them up. So that's always been the goal with us, is bringing people up. And with that, that's how we started Taco Tuesday.
Right.
Taco Tuesday came about because of that. So that's what we do. We find taco places, we buy their tacos, and then you get to eat them, and you get to be the judge and say whether you're going to bring your kids or your family to this place. But it's our way of showing support to them. You know, we give them, 5-10 minutes of social media, and hopefully people like them. So today we have El Tiburón Mariscos. They are on 3330 North 19th Avenue. So if you want to take a look and see what they brought today, let's see what we got. AJ's going to grab the camera and give it a little zoom over there. There's carne asada. I believe those are fish right there. Those are shrimp. Fish, I think. Yeah. Chicken. Shrimp.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So grab a little plate.
Okay.
Which ones do you want? You can grab them all.
I'll definitely try a carne asada first.
Okay. So I'll bring these over here to you so you can grab a taco. And you get to try them, and you could tell us whether they're good, they're bad, or if you would actually, bring your family. So the one thing I like about them is their tortillas are made there. So they're like old school tortillas. You want some salsa? You want some lemon? Get it, girl.
Got
you gotta
lemon. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta give it a bite.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
we're doing this on TV. Like, you're getting it.
okay, so I'm gonna hook this up first.
Yeah. So guys, if you have questions about mortgages, give us a call. Rates are low. Still historically low. Give us a call if you're purchasing, refinancing, investing. If you got real estate questions, hit up Vanity. We're gonna have her information up on our screen here. You guys can give her a call, shoot her a text. And just get your sound advice from someone who's licensed.
Yes.
Right. So go ahead. No,
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. I thought I was waiting for you.
No. You get to try them first. No, I'm over here just hanging out until
Okay.
you give us the okay. Because if they're poisonous, then I'm not eating them. Here, let me give you a napkin. There you go. So to all our friends out there, if you're struggling mentally, financially, reach out. We'll get you guys connected to those people. We know people are struggling. We know that, some of the markets are soft right now and people don't have many deals. So if you're struggling, give us a call. We'll connect you to those people. To my veterans out there, if you're struggling, please reach out. Please reach out. There's a lot of resources that can help you out, in all facets. So what do you think about these tacos, Vanity? Yeah? So is it worth driving from your house to 19th Avenue and Indian School to go hang out with your husband and your kids and be like, yeah, let's try these tacos?
Definitely. I think they're really good. The carne asada, I like how you can taste some of the grill marks in it.
Okay.
That's kind of different for me. And then the tortilla is really good too.
Cool. So there you go, guys. El Tiburón, Mariscos El Tiburón Seafood Restaurant. 3330 North 19th Avenue. So, yeah, this is our show. This is it. You made it.
Yes, I made it.
You made it. She was so scared, guys. She thought she was going to make it, but she did. So,
yeah.
Vanity, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, we will be back next week. New guest, more tacos. Big shout out to Ben's Media, AJ, everybody on the team for helping us out. So we will see you guys next week. See you
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Bye.
And don't forget, I am a new agent, but that does not mean I'm not experienced. Okay, so yes, it's Vanity Cruz with Best Homes Real Estate.
Perfect.